Three myths people think about LinkedIn.
Number one myth, it is a job portal. Number two, it is a social media like Facebook. Third myth is,
Other platforms are also there, right? But why you choose LinkedIn only?
in my opinion, it's a gold mine. It's full of opportunities.
Who is the most benefited person from LinkedIn? Entrepreneur, job seeker or consultant?
Okay, it is not only for job, it is not only for leads. I have one client who is manufacturing
How a job seeker can optimize their LinkedIn profile to attract more recruiters.
he should work on their personal branding. Treat LinkedIn page as your office.
So what is the best way to build the personal brand on LinkedIn?
Talk about a lot of values. 80% should be, 20% should be, that's okay.
Okay, I think I have seen Nykaa and Zomato. They have a very different strategy for LinkedIn marketing.
So Nykaa is more towards the lifestyle product, create a lot of culture-oriented things. Zomato, on the other hand, if you see, it's all very hilarious videos.
You got your first client, you got first payment. What you have done with that?
I attended an interview.
GS Kumar sir, welcome to the show. The founder's dream. Every founders has a dream. I think you also have some dream, right? So can you tell me more about yourself? Like what are you doing right now? What is your company? Why you want to do a podcast?
First and foremost, thanks so much. It's been very inspiring to see all your podcasts with a lot of founders
Thank you, sir.
whose journey is very, very inspiring. I'm also one of the inspired audience or subscriber of your podcast. So basically, I started as an IT recruiter after my master's in business administration. So 10 years I worked in staffing companies, executive search firms, where our regular job is to hunt profiles, mid-level, senior level, 15 different industries I worked hunting on a regular basis.
Right.
So Coimbatore is a place where it's a tier 2 city, where the opportunities are not like metro. Okay, so I moved after 10 years to Bangalore.
After 10 years from Coimbatore to Bangalore. After 10 years. So you were working in Coimbatore only.
I was working in Coimbatore.
Okay.
Yeah. So 10 years hardcore placement agency, staffing agency, those kind of grounding I had in
How
the
was the
past.
experience? It was work from home totally, or like there are some companies also
pure
there?
full-time opportunity.
Okay.
Where I went there to the office. I worked in 3 different agencies.
Right.
So there it is typically vertical based, IT, non-IT, BFSI, sales.
Right.
So our job is to regularly line up candidates.
So this is the heart of the company, I think. Like if the recruitment is not good, then the company can fall down easily.
Pillar of
The
the
company.
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong?
True. If the resource is not good, obviously it's little shaky.
Yeah, absolutely. So after that, what was the movement?
So the opportunities were very limited being a tier 2 city. It's because an entrepreneur based city.
Right.
Okay, so after 10 years, if anybody has to grow, he has to move to metro or he has to start an entrepreneurship journey.
Absolutely right.
So being from a middle class, I don't have the guts to start entrepreneurship journey during that particular time. So I moved to Bangalore. So Bangalore was kind enough to accommodate. I got an opportunity with Wipro and I worked with Manipal Global, Upgrade, those kind of companies in the talent acquisition, corporate talent acquisition space.
Okay.
So due to personal reasons, I have to quit and I started my own agency. So
That is called LinkedIn marketing.
LinkedIn marketing,
Okay.
LinkedIn training.
So here I will just interrupt you for a while. So in today's podcast, I think I will learn about what is LinkedIn, what is LinkedIn marketing. And if I can learn, I think my audience can relate to it and they can learn and they can scale their business. Agent of this today's podcast to get learning from you, like how LinkedIn marketing works.
Sure.
So before starting some questions, I want to know 3 myths people think about LinkedIn.
Number one myth,
Hmm.
it is a job portal.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not looking for a job. So I'm an MSME and startup. I'm not looking for a job. I'm not in LinkedIn. Okay. Number two, it is a social media like Facebook. Okay, I post and I ghost.
Okay.
Okay, I post 4 posters, do some sales, come back. That's all.
This is the 3 myth.
Second myth, this is. Third myth is, okay, it is very costly. It is something I'm not into it. And what you call, I don't understand LinkedIn. Okay, these are all the couple of myths. By talking to various people, I got an understanding that this is the perspective towards LinkedIn.
Okay.
Okay. So typically it is like saying, I have a BMW car, but I don't use it. I have a car.
Yeah.
I'm walking. Okay. So I have a car, but I know BMW I have,
Right.
but I walk and go to office. That is a kind of perceived understanding is what I receive from the market by doing a lot of discovery calls and meeting a lot of people. So these are a couple of myths. It needs to be broken and create a lot of awareness, because in my opinion, it's a gold mine.
Like, why you say that?
It's full of opportunities.
Why?
Opportunities means
Why and how?
opportunities means only not on the job. Okay, job is one vertical or one space which people hunt for job and they get their job. Second thing is opportunity in the sense for the MSMEs, especially who are exporting. Okay. Now they have to go to trade fairs and multiple other fairs to sell their product
Right.
outside of India.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
So obviously they have to travel to Singapore, Malaysia, Dubai, various places to just participate in 1 day trade show,
Right.
3 day trade show maximum, and they spend huge amount of money, which can be considerably reduced by LinkedIn because it's a global platform.
But Facebook is also a global platform. Instagram is also a global platform, or YouTube is also a global platform. Other platforms are also there, right? But why you choose LinkedIn only?
Fantastic question. So this is towards Facebook, social media, and YouTube. Any Instagram, if you take, it is more towards a D2C model. Okay, direct to consumer. Any product which I'm talking to my direct consumer or business to consumer B2C model, that space is very good. Okay, when I'm thinking about volume, let's say I'm selling a food supplement or a health related products, okay, or cosmetic product, I need volumes because I'm going into retail. I have to spread awareness and I have to sell my products in a
Right.
volume based
Right.
things.
Right.
But here in LinkedIn, it is more towards B2B. Okay, where I need one guy who can take a decision on behalf of a company which will influence the entire organization. Okay, let's say a purchase head I have to discuss to sell my SaaS product. Okay, now I cannot post something in Instagram and then show, okay, can you buy from me?
Right.
Okay, he will also be asked for by his CTO or a CEO, where did you bought this particular product or service? Now he can't say I went and saw an Instagram reel and then I saw this product, I liked it very much. So I aligned to my company. He can't say that.
The mindset is different. He is also on Instagram.
He can be at Instagram, but it is more towards a customer centric, consumer centric, okay, entertainment based. Any YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, it is more towards entertainment centric content is what you get,
Right.
where you don't know who's the guy who's selling to you. He may sell and then vanish also. But in LinkedIn, you have the entire profiling, right from school, education, college, certification, past companies, whom are all the common connections, everything I can get to know.
Absolutely.
Okay, in a way, I can say it is a Google for people search. If I have to get to know about you, I can, if I Google your name, obviously the LinkedIn page comes in the top.
Right.
Right. So that way I'll understand who's this person, what he belongs to, and naturally I can see the common connections. Who are my friends, who is associated. Oh, he is my friends,
Friends.
college, friends, school. Okay, somewhere some relatable elements can happen that makes increase the trust.
Okay. Trust is the main factor here. If you having a trust on the other person, then you can do business with them.
Trust also and the social proof.
Social proof.
Yeah. So social media. Okay. That means social selling. Social media, social selling, social proof.
Correct. Right.
Right. That is a chain. So when I have to do social selling, social proof, what is my certification? Okay. What is my subject matter expertise? Did I receive any award? Okay. Am I authorized to do it? Especially on the coaching industry or something. I cannot just say I'm a coach, life coach. Come and have a session with me.
Right.
I have to prove that I got a certification.
So let's go a little back. You were in recruitment. Now you're into LinkedIn marketing. Both are different fields. Like, who inspired you? What inspired you to become a LinkedIn master?
To be very honest, survival.
Acha. Oh.
Okay. So, as I said, 2014-15 is something, a little tragedy happened. I have to quit my job, and I went to my native place for a personal reason. And when I came back and searched for job, it was little hard. I was walking every street of Bangalore, but I was able to attend interviews because I know how Naukri works, how LinkedIn works. All that I am familiar. How I know how to decode this, how to crack those kind of things. I know very much. I was able to develop interviews for myself. Developing interviews was not at all a challenge.
Right, right.
But the problem is with the alignment of jobs. Okay, I was in something like assistant manager level. I was aiming like a manager level. Something was not aligning. 3 months, 4 months, 6 months passing, nothing was happening. So I thought, like, why don't I do some service which will help me for my own expenses? That is the way I started. It's not a planned startup. Okay, so I started like job hunt coaching, executive resume writing, LinkedIn profile writing for the job seekers, especially for the mid-career and leadership level.
So tell me, what is LinkedIn marketing and what you do in this space?
Okay, so typically marketing definition you already know. So it starts from consumer behavior, creating awareness, advertising, PR. Everything is a bundle is what marketing. Now LinkedIn, why it is going to LinkedIn marketing is because I will talk about little about the customer journey.
Right.
Okay, there are 5 customer journey which starts from unaware customers, problem aware customers, solution aware customers, product aware customers, and most aware customers.
E.
Okay. Now, this LinkedIn people are very, very matured audience where I don't have to teach them why resume is required, why LinkedIn is required, okay, why job hunt is required. I don't have to educate from scratch like I have to do for a fresher or somebody. Okay. So I want to work with somebody who is most aware customers
Correct.
because the buying cycle time is very, very minimal. Okay. Now, if I have to explain the same LinkedIn to the MSME who's from a legacy product like steel or aluminum or manufacturing something, I have to start from what is LinkedIn,
Right, right.
which will consume my buying cycle 6 months to 1 year, educating him. And then he has to align to my thought process, his expectations, my expectations has to match, which will run about 6 to 1 year to convert one client.
Right, right, right.
But rather, I'm going to a client who is already know about the seriousness of LinkedIn, seriousness of resume, okay, LinkedIn training. They already know because they are on every day, every single day, they are using it. The only thing is they want to enhance, do some advanced techniques. So, there, if I showcase myself on the subject matter expertise, it is easier to converse. And the discussion is only towards the costing, when I can start, only that discussion. I don't have to start, okay, why LinkedIn is required.
Right, right, right.
So buying cycle is very, very minimal, where it is like number of days, 7 to 15 days maximum. Because when we are starting, what is the price? That's the only discussion. What is the discovery call? What is the pain point you are having? So this is applicable for many product, which many people don't aware that every customer, every product, every service have most aware customers.
How you got your first client? From LinkedIn?
Through LinkedIn, I posted my value additions, lot of value addition. It's a place of value addition.
Right, right.
Okay, insights. It cannot be something like an entertainment where I show or do a lot of salesy things. I didn't do any sales. I showed my subject matter expertise
Okay.
on how a profile should be there. Okay, 10 checklist
Right,
kind
right.
of thing I posted. Somebody started, oh, okay, this is something new which I not aware, and started telling, okay, do you do this part of it? Yeah, yes, I do. Somewhere it started conversation through in-mail conversation itself.
Right. The first client came automatically, or you have reached it
Automatically, yeah.
automatically to you.
Yeah,
How
inbound.
was the experience like?
I mean, it was
Because from 10-year journey to an entrepreneur journey, first client you got it, first payment you got it. How was the journey? Like, how was the experience?
I mean, mind blowing. So, I mean, see, I was able to talk on the recruiter language. That's the USP. Okay, because when I started talking about resume, I'm not talking in the content writing perspective or English perspective. Okay, I will do this formatting, this aligning. That's not my concept or talk itself to him. I was talking how a recruiter will view your profile and how a hiring manager will look at your profile. Okay, that created some seriousness. Oh, okay, this guy knows the stuff. Okay. So I told about what impact you can create in your resume if you are non-present. Okay, because the CV is floating to various laptops and you are not there to explain. Okay.
Right.
So if you are not able to tell the impact, that what impact you have created on cost saving, time reduction, cost reduction. Okay. If you are telling about first company, I just this 10 tasks, second company, I did 5 tasks, nobody is going to bother, and nobody knows what value you have created.
Right.
Rather, you say this is what the total impact I have created in last 10 years, 15 years. Then it creates a value.
Everybody asks one question to a salaried employee. Like, you got your first salary. What you have done with that? Everybody says, I have given to my mother, my father, I bought this. I'm asking you this question. After a salaried person, you become an entrepreneur and you got your first client, you got first payment. What you have done with that?
I attended an interview.
Again,
Yeah, because I was not planned for continuous journey on this. Is just a side hustle or freelancing activity which I was wanted to make for my expenses, which I'm happening month on month basis. So I thought like this will be a side hustle till I get a job. That's the only idea. Okay, but later when we created an impact, like we create a infographic resume rather than the regular resume. Okay, so that created a lot of referrals with their own friends and colleagues and other people. People started coming within 3 months, 4 months, 2 people, 3 people, 5 people. It got increased. Then I realized, okay, why not I do this for full time? Okay, instead of attending interviews after interviews, which CTC is not matching or somewhere the alignment is not matching. Then I started, okay, full fledged. This is my fate. This is my go to area which I have to start. So that way I started and I made it as a package kind of resume, Naukri optimization, LinkedIn optimization put together as a package.
when you resigned, what was your salary? And now how much you are earning?
I was resigned, it was 9 lakhs per annum. Okay, now what I'm making 1.5 to 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs per month. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
great. Who is the most benefited person from LinkedIn? Entrepreneur, job seeker, or consultant?
No, it depends on the use cases. Okay, so it depends on what are the various goals they have. Okay, it is not only for job, it is not only for leads. Okay, so I have one client who is manufacturing products like Areca plates,
Oh,
kind of things, where he was attending networking meeting after networking meeting. Okay, but his customers are in US, UK. In any networking meeting, he hasn't got any single referral. Okay. So we had a discussion. I said, okay, this is a worldwide platform and you will get all these things. I gave a filtered based opportunities demo. I showed a LinkedIn demo, like how people show a demo for a software. I show a demo on a LinkedIn. So that got excited to him and we started working.
okay.
So within 3 to 6 months, we got some what you call inbound leads and all that. And to my surprise, one lady from UK came all the way to his factory, which is in Gubi.
From UK. She
UK.
came.
Yeah,
Wow.
to see his factory because we have posted a lot of videos of his factory, how it is working, what all the manufacturing process, everything. That impressed a lot, and she became a distributor in UK.
This is the success story.
Yeah.
Any other success story you want to share?
Multiple.
Any you will remember any big impact story?
Big impact wise, in job fraternity, there are a lot of people where one guy, he was into government job only, garments and exports, but he shifted into a business. Okay. Now, since his business was not working well, he again wanted to come to workforce.
See.
Okay. Now he came and experimented with a lot of things and then came. He subscribed to Naukri Premium, IAM Jobs Premium, multiple things. Doesn't work. So what I said is like we transform the whole resume itself. Like,
Okay.
see, we cannot be too honest in the market. Like I was doing business, now I'm coming to a job. Think from the employee's perspective, how risky it is to onboard a guy who's into business.
Right.
Okay. So I said you showcase this as in a different pattern as if you are doing multiple projects due to personal reasons. Okay. Now, after rebranding his resume into multiple parameters and projections, career branding, LinkedIn hacks, all that we have done, then he started getting interviews.
Okay.
Okay, earlier the interview itself was not happening.
So that's start happening. Yeah.
Yeah. So our focus is more towards the non-advertised market, which contributes to 70%.
So there are three kind of people. Okay. First is content creator. We'll talk about some perspective here. One is content creator. One is a founder, entrepreneur, and third is an employee. All are on LinkedIn. Content creator will create a content and he will post daily about new kind of learning. entrepreneurs will share his journey or his achievements, whatever he is doing or whatever he's getting. Third one is an employee. Should he post daily on LinkedIn? Should he post? Should he create a content like an content creator? What should he do?
Wonderful question. Like content creators or anybody for that matter, he should work on their personal branding. Personal branding, in my opinion, is what are you known for? Okay, if I say somebody, what is he known for? Okay, so that's the criticality of personal branding, because it is all assumed or it has been misunderstood. Personal branding means to many people it is like huge thing. It is something nothing related to very complicated things. Okay, when if I have to introduce to someone, what I will tell that someone to about you, that is what personal branding, what you have created for me, perceived value.
So employee should do it.
Definitely, because if at all he is a software developer,
Right.
or a UI UX designer. Okay. Now I have to showcase my subject matter expertise so that any recruiter or hiring manager who's on LinkedIn, he will see my values. He will see my passion.
Absolutely right.
Okay. So now if he tells, okay, yesterday I worked with this kind of a complicated website. Now I made this website to this, posting like a behind the scenes kind of a posting, rather than telling I'm a best UI designer and all that, it creates a lot of impact.
Right, right. So you are saying like if every employee should post on LinkedIn on daily or weekly basis to showcase their product, will get to attract more jobs.
I would say daily 24 hours gap you give so that there is a consistency. Say more than the posting, it's the consistency, number one. Number two, it should be treated as a business networking platform rather than a social media.
Right.
Okay. So in business networking platform, what you do, you meet 50 different people, but you spend time with people who are close to your industry, sector, like-mindedness, where you do a mutual business with them or mutual collaboration.
Okay, so you tell me like how a job seeker can optimize their LinkedIn profile to attract more recruiters.
First and foremost, I could see a lot of people use their Instagram photo in LinkedIn, which should be completely avoided. That should be like a headshot. Okay, where your smiling face should be there with a blazer. It is like an office setup, online virtual office setup. Treat LinkedIn page as your office, virtual office.
Right, right.
Okay. First thing is the banner, where a lot of people have the empty space, blue screen. So this is like a signboard, billboard, wherein we have to showcase what value I can provide. Okay. In the headline, you have to showcase which industry you belong to,
Okay.
what all skills you have, what value addition you can bring it to the table.
Right.
Okay, let's say I'm a website developer, okay, or a software developer who is into web application. Now, if I say, okay, I work for only banking companies and telecom companies, my target is very, very niche. Okay, website developer can be for multiple industry. I say only banking and telecom. Okay, that creates a niche for me. Then I say, okay, because of my website, the user experience got increased to 30%. That's the impact I have created by a website. Okay, or a traffic generation, whatever website creates an impact, that impact you have to show. Because as a first person, as a new guy, I may not know your Java, Python, JavaScript. I don't know anything about it.
Right, right.
I would know, can you do this website within 15 days? Okay, and reduce my pain point towards automation. Or can you create a chat box which gives an automated response to my customer? That is the only ask as a employer. Okay, as a recruiter, if I see, will this guy solve this issue?
Right.
For that, have you provided justification in your headline itself? Number one. Number two, in the about section, give a brief explanation. Like a lot of people, they convert their cover letter to about section, which
Right.
should be avoided. Rather, mention who are you, what value addition you can provide, what testimonials you have brought, certifications, all these things. Okay. The most critical factor, featured section, which many people don't even adopt.
Right, right, right.
Okay. So featured section is where you have to do your portfolio, your projects, internships, certifications. Okay. So all those things, there is a lot of multiple methods. You can provide your article, blogs, external blogs, YouTube links you can provide, certifications you can provide. If you have received awards, okay, have you taken a photo with a celebrity, you can post there. Okay, it is all a social proof, right?
Right, right, right.
So, so difference between 100 website developer and one website developer will have a clear indication that I have got all these things.
Wow, this is good.
Yeah. Finally, you have this recommendation endorsements where it will act as a Google review also. Okay, anybody who will purchase a product will check the Google review for 5 minutes, 10 minutes to see what are the ratings they have provided. Similar way, recruiter will also see what are the testimonials you have got from your past colleagues or customers, whoever it is, how many testimonials you have got. Okay, are we consciously making that effort?
Right.
You have done websites for multiple people. Have you approached them and asked for a testimonial?
Wow. I got one learning today. Every podcast give me some learning. Every podcast give me at least one learning. Super, sir. Okay, can you tell me about like how can job seekers can be updated via LinkedIn? Like because they are doing 9 to 5 job, right? They will be busy and under pressure to complete their job. So how they can be updated via LinkedIn?
So that's what. See, it is not a job portal to be treated. Okay, if you log into Naukri, they'll get to know in the office.
Right.
Right. It is always sometimes it is blocked. All the job portals are blocked in the office setup. But LinkedIn is a networking platform.
Right.
Okay, where the beauty of LinkedIn is not only recruiter, even hiring manager can see your profile.
Right.
CEO can see your profile. Board of director can see your profile. Okay.
Right.
Now it's a space for your providing exposure on various things. Okay. So it is not the resume selling our skills. Okay. Responsibility. I worked in Infosys, TCS. That's not that there. I'm showing my passion. How I have done a UI UX design yesterday.
It is all about to show your passion, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yes. Passion is one area, but showcase your demonstrated work. Okay. If you only show, then I'll understand. No. If you say I'm a website developer, what relate to my mind? If you say, okay, I have done this banking project today, and these are the complications, these are the mistakes I have identified, and I solved this in 15 days with the image, with your photo and a laptop or something, at least I can relate to it. Oh, okay, this guy is working for some banking project.
Wow. So what is the best way to build the personal brand on LinkedIn? What is the strategy if you suggest?
Put lot of value driven messages. See, this even in my business, it act as a PR agency. Okay, so as a solopreneur, as an entrepreneur, I cannot invest too much of money on blogging,
Yeah, you can't.
giving
Yeah.
influencers, something. But PR agency is already inbuilt in LinkedIn, which is called your newsletter,
Newsletter.
LinkedIn newsletter.
Oh, right.
Okay, so there I started writing after writing after writing. Lot of subscribers came. Now I have about 13,000 plus subscribers globally. Now, if I have to sell something, I don't have to go outside and project something. I can publish in my own newsletter.
Okay, sir. How important is LinkedIn engagement, like likes, comment for an employee if they post?
Most vital, non-negotiable. Okay, so in Facebook, if you see, it is more towards likes. Okay, how many likes I've got for my video, reels, comments I've got. It's all casual comments, which is done by your friends, colleagues, or relatives, known circle. But here, think about a place where it is a boardroom. Think about your office boardroom. What all you discuss? Key insights, future predictions, okay, competitor research. So I'm not somebody in boardroom where I talk about entertainment and other things. I want somebody to talk about insight, future trends. Okay, that's the discussion has to happen
Right.
on LinkedIn. Now, when that discussion is happening, you should be part of the discussion.
Right.
Okay. So the beauty of LinkedIn is in the right side, if you see, there are a lot of trendy news which happens.
Yeah, on the right side. It's,
Yes,
coming,
yes,
yeah.
yes. It talks about industry sectors, even budget for that matter. A lot of things, a lot of industry people write. Okay, now you as a serious professional, go and comment there. Okay, commenting is new posting.
Commenting is new posting.
Yeah. So posting doesn't mean you have to post a poster or a video or article. You don't need any brains for that.
Okay. LinkedIn have some something like investment kind of like sales strategy. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? LinkedIn Premium.
LinkedIn
It is
Premium.
so it is necessary for a job seeker to take that LinkedIn Premium account. It's 4,000 rupees per month.
I will tell you a simple example. Okay. So we have all used Zoom account. Okay, where in free version we get 40 minutes and we can accommodate only 2-3 people maximum. Okay, that's my individual use case. Okay. Now, if my use case is I have to do a webinar and the frequency level of webinar or meetings is larger, then I will subscribe to a premium account where I can increase my 40 minutes to 1.5 an hour or 3 hour, or increase my bandwidth to 50 people, 100 people. Okay. Now translate this to LinkedIn Premium on what is your use case. Are you somebody who's searching a lot of people? Number one. Are you somebody who want to learn a lot of things through LinkedIn Learning?
Right.
Okay. Are you doing a lot of in-mail conversation with your recruiter or hiring managers? Okay. If your use case is definitely larger, then you subscribe to Premium. Otherwise, organic itself, we can do a lot of hacks.
Absolutely right. Yeah. So let's talk about some kind of business strategies. Okay, I think I have seen Nykaa and Zomato. They have a very different strategy for LinkedIn marketing. What is your perspective on that?
So Nykaa is more towards the lifestyle product where they create a lot of culture-oriented things, showcasing different things. If you look at keenly, they are not selling anything. They are just showcasing where all the event has been conducted, what are all their happiest emotions. Those things they are trying to create an image for their company.
Right.
Okay. Zomato, on the other hand, if you see, it's all very hilarious videos. Okay. Yesterday, I've seen one video where God is ordering food from.
I have not seen that video.
Yeah, it's very hilarious. So, God is ordering food from Zomato and he is changing weather conditions in Bangalore.
Oh, right. I have seen that video.
Yeah. So, it's like more entertaining
Huh.
and it's repostable, reshareable, which creates a lot of value. Okay.
Right.
I can enjoy when I'm sitting in office and very stressed out. I can see that this kind of entertainment media will reduce a lot of stress. Okay, they are not somebody who's okay. I'm hiring 10 people, work with me for this kind of thing. It is not a serious pitch they are making. They are making like an entertainment and other area where they are capitalizing their own image in the market, because the end customer is the direct consumers only. So for them, it is needed.
Like today's all small owners, like medium size, or they are also on LinkedIn. What kind of mistakes they are making on LinkedIn as of now, in your perspective?
I will tell you one example of a company who is into a tutor company, a well-known tutor company, but they have projected themselves as a edtech leader. Okay, there are a lot of tuition companies which is like very very small scale, 50 people, 100 people. But how they have positioned themselves as a edtech leader, innovative leader, that kind of a content they started posting, which created a lot of positioning in their global partnership and parents. In their parents' mindset, they have created an image. Now, anybody can do this. Okay, whoever is into B2C space or solopreneurs or entrepreneurs who have a very minimal team, they can
Right.
create this image. Number
Okay.
one. The mistake they are doing is they are not consistent.
Okay,
Okay,
consistent.
they are too salesy.
Business, revenue.
Whatever social media images they are posting in Facebook and Instagram, it is just duplicated in LinkedIn, which is a wrong idea. Okay, in Facebook, I can mention, okay, this is my cosmetics. Buy from me within this days. This is a discount. Same poster I'm seeing there. But what I would suggest is give a lot of value additions. Okay, 10 checklists before buying a brand.
Right.
Buying 10 checklists before buying a cosmetic cream. That will bring a lot of value.
Absolutely.
Then if you educate me, I'll start following you. Okay, as I said, it's a matured audience. So matured audience will be driven by knowledge. They love knowledge sharing, insights, key trends. So if you are a subject matter in your own expert in your own field, talk about a lot of values. 80% should be value.
Right.
20% should be promotion. That's okay.
Okay, perfect. So business owners are posting some kind of content on LinkedIn. So what should they focus on actually?
Value driven
Only
messages.
value driven.
80% value driven.
Yeah.
20% promotion is okay.
Okay.
Plus, if at all you want an inbound leads,
Right.
you give call to action.
Call to action is very important.
Call to action is very important.
Okay, correct.
Hook is very important. Okay, the number one headline. First 2-3 lines only you can see in any post in LinkedIn. If you click see more only, you get more detailed information. So create that hook. First 2 lines, 3 lines is very, very crucial for any entrepreneur to create that hook. Then give a detailed picture of what value you can give, what impact you can create.
Right.
Okay. Then give a call to action. Or give a free, we call it as lead magnet. Maybe book a free consulting session or ebook, okay, or DIY material. Something offer you free for your potential followers.
Perfect.
Okay, so that will bring a lot of inbound leads, because that's the way I got a lot of leads.
So what are the biggest challenge in LinkedIn for MSMEs? Have you faced any challenge, or MSMEs are facing any kind of challenge from LinkedIn marketing or something?
That's what most of the MSME founders are coming from, a traditional mindset where they project more about their product and services and hide their face.
Correct.
So they showcase their product.
Ah.
Okay, see, somebody I'm working is a garment manufacturer who's selling blazer suits and all that. Oh, he keeps on posting about blazer, but his photo is not at all there.
I have seen that. Yeah. Correct.
Right. So see, as a buyer, international buyer and all that, I want to know who you are, first of all.
Yeah, they want to know human being. Who is the human behind that?
Correct. Okay. Second biggest mistake is they focus more towards the company page aspect, like how they treat Facebook page.
Right.
Okay, if they believe that if the Facebook page is working for me, bringing some leads, company page of LinkedIn will also bring. That's a wrong idea. First of all, founders page. That means your landing page on LinkedIn should be well optimized. Okay. See, the beauty of LinkedIn is your customer is also searching.
Is also searching.
Yeah, they are searching vendors, they are searching suppliers. Okay, they are searching manufacturers. So imagine a situation where your dream customer is searching for you and you are not even available there.
So in this podcast, one thing though is proven: if your personal brand is there, you will get clients.
True.
Correct.
True.
Oh wow. So company page is also important for a LinkedIn. Like if I'm an entrepreneur, right, and my personal branding is there, and now my company profile should also should be there. And what kind of post we should post on the LinkedIn?
Company page, in my opinion, you maintain as a parallel activity, not the primary activity.
Not primary.
Okay, primary should be your page only, founder's page.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so company page usually it takes a very long time to build. Okay, and if you could have seen the pattern, lot of enterprise companies could have had the company page where there is a team to manage that company page. Okay, now as a solopreneur or entrepreneur and MSME, I don't have time to manage all this company page. Okay, so second thing is it is more towards community building your tribe, building your community. All those activities, events. That is what I'm been posting.
Right.
Okay, I'm projecting my employer branding rather than myself.
Right.
Okay, so I would suggest if you are a MSME, solopreneur, or somebody who at a startup stage, concentrate more towards your founder's page rather than company page. Company page, make sure it is existing, because that's where you get detected from the sales navigator or some elements where you will get reached out for the proper laser targeted element. Okay, but that's not the way where you spend more time towards creating company page, creating more content. That is not even right.
Only one person is most benefited via LinkedIn. He's a sales guy. Sales guy is the most benefited person from the LinkedIn. Correct? Every company has the same pain point. We are not getting enough leads. We are not getting enough leads. Salesperson is also saying we are not getting enough leads. But in this podcast, I'm saying if a salesperson wants a lead, if a company wants a lead, the trained then salesperson to just message the prospect. They will reply and they will respond. Am I correct? What is your thought on that?
True, in a way, like we are talking on the traditional phase of reaching out to the potential audience, outreaching, all that. But what I would suggest all the MSMEs and startups is create your ICP.
ICP, what is that?
Ideal customer profile.
Okay.
Okay, this is missing with a lot of MSMEs and startups. Okay, they don't know whom they are selling. Okay, they are just praying and praying that something will happen somewhere, which will not happen. Okay, when I don't have an idea on who is my customer profile, what is my buyer persona?
Right.
Okay, buyer persona means breakups of this ICP on who is my ideal prospect, who is the influencer, where is he sitting, what all the content he is consuming, in what way he'll take a decision. That level of clarity should be there. Okay, I always say confidence without clarity is a disaster.
Is it disaster?
Confidence without clarity is a disaster.
Confidence without clarity. I think you are saying the clear mindset should be there. If clear goal, clear vision is there, if then after that, if you have a confidence, then you can win.
Yeah. See, confidence, because of confidence only, I'm starting a business. Okay. I have my product knowledge, I have my subject matter expertise, everything is fine. But if you don't know who is the consumer, ideal customer, and who is in badly in need of your product, then what is the point? You're going somewhere and then selling where your customer itself is not there.
I say you have seen our profile also, right? Are we doing right?
I will talk one. See, let's do this process. Okay, is somebody who's desperately in need of podcast? Who is that ideal guy?
Right.
Okay, identify that guy belong to which industry. Okay, see, somebody like me who's into coaching space, agency, service, where I don't have a physical product, I need it because I have to educate my product to my audience.
Right.
Okay, like look at somebody like me who's into coaching space, or somebody who wants to educate their product. Okay, like finance guys, stock broking, they want to educate. Okay, and people like life coaches, health coaches. Okay, anything in this kind of spaces, maybe apart from product, is a very ideal client for a podcast.
All right.
Okay, because they want to educate, create an awareness, all this required. Okay, see, let's say the example of insurance.
Right.
How many people have the right understanding towards the insurance?
No one. I think zero.
Right. When we are in need, we will feel, oh, okay, I could have taken insurance.
Yeah. Right.
When we are hospitalized. Okay. Otherwise, I'm an unaware customer. Now, if you go to an unaware customer and then say, okay, buy this insurance and all that, he'll say, okay, for your benefit, you are selling.
Right.
Okay, why should I buy? But once I'm hospitalized, I feel, okay, I could have done that.
Okay. Can you suggest an HR recruiter how can then recruit very fastly via LinkedIn?
So it's a Boolean search and X-ray search we recommend to
Boolean search.
the
Oh,
recruiter.
okay, then you, yeah,
Okay.
please tell.
So recruiter, in my opinion, they should come with a salesy mindset. Somebody who's good at sales, he will be very good at recruitment. Okay, because the attitude is the same,
Right.
mindset is the same. Okay, in my recruitment training, majority, if I see, they are coming from the customer service background, telecalling background, which they feel like, okay, this is also calling, that is also calling. Okay, but they drastically fail. Okay, I worked for Randstad, Questcorp, First Meridian. These are the companies I train on corporate recruitment training. So when I visit for 2 days, 3 days workshop, I majority see freshers coming from customer service background or BE who doesn't have a sales background.
Right.
Okay, so this sales attitude is very, very must attitude for a recruiter. Number one.
I will change my recruiter now. I will hire a salesperson
Yeah,
who will recruit for me.
correct.
I will give him target.
Correct. So now LinkedIn is a platform where the translation of right language should be there. Okay. So I myself call as a purchase manager. Okay. Now you as a recruiter, you are searching procurement manager.
All right.
Okay. Foundation remains the same. What I'm doing, what you're expecting remains the same. But I labeled myself in LinkedIn as purchase manager, and you are hunting as procurement manager.
Right.
Okay. Now, if you don't know the identical keywords, I will be missed out, or you will be missing a great person. Okay. This knowledge of Boolean search should be there with identical keywords so that I recruit the right best person to my company to contribute well.
Okay, Anna, one more question is there. Ki when we message to anybody, right, the response rate is very less. How we can optimize that particular message so the response rate can be increased?
Okay. Statistically speaking, cold emails will have only 15% of hit ratio, open ratio. Okay. DMs will have 50% to 60% ratio. Statistically, historically, whatever we have seen, number one. Number two, your DMs are not open because of your social selling index. Okay. If you Google and mention social selling index, you will get a page where you can get your score for free, LinkedIn score for free. There you will have 4 different factors, starting from your personal branding, right connections, all that. See to that whether it is 70% more.
Oh, perfect.
So you are translating a language to LinkedIn, you are communicating a language to LinkedIn that I'm active.
Yes.
Only active people will be boosted, and their open rates or success rate towards DM will be more and more successful.
Right, Sam.
If you don't do without the root element of what LinkedIn algorithm wants, obviously your hit ratio will be very, very bad.
Absolutely right. So, GS sir, two last question for this podcast. 5 things which can create your LinkedIn profile into a super branding profile. 5 things.
Number one is headshot.
40%
40% increase in what you call trust. Second one is featured section. Okay, do all this portfolio links everywhere. testimonials. Okay, greatest testimonials from your colleagues or vendors, suppliers, whomever it is. Okay, have the habit of commenting. Okay, spend 15 minutes to 1 hour time only on commenting.
Commenting.
Okay, and use this blue ocean methodology by doing podcasting on LinkedIn.
Wow.
Okay, where many people are not even using that particular factor. In US, they have started, it is starting, and a lot of companies have started live LinkedIn podcast because your audience are already there.
Yes.
You don't have to go outside, number one. Final is events, LinkedIn events, where many people are underutilizing or don't even aware. If you go to event section and search any topic, you will get all the meetings, trade fairs, career fairs, lot of subject matter expertise, webinars. You can do a lot of networking there.
Right.
Okay. Final one is groups, LinkedIn groups, where all your potential audience are already sitting and you just have to nurture them, engage them, converse with them. Only that thing has to happen.
Okay, sir. One last question for this podcast today. You can tell 5 things which can avoid on the LinkedIn.
Posting and ghosting.
Hmm.
Okay. Consistency is required.
Okay.
Okay. And if you're a job seeker, don't mention unemployed. I'm looking for a job. As a recruiter, I am not giving a job to an unemployed. I'm looking for an expert.
Right.
Okay. And create a lot of value addition impact. Okay. What impact you have created, even if you're a business owner or a solopreneur, freelancer, job seeker, what value you can create, that impact you have to create.
Right.
Okay. Because I'm visiting your LinkedIn page because I will see what's in it for me,
Right.
how I can utilize this person. Okay. So, second thing is a lot of service page has been missed. Okay, a lot of people, their option for product page, service page, all that. These all been not visible at all.
Right.
Okay, we have to create a service page so that we get inbound request.
Wow.
Okay, so you have ready-made garments, ready-to-eat food. Okay, now ready-made customers are available on LinkedIn.
But we are not utilizing them.
Utilizing you because you're not even there.
Ah.
Okay. Then use keywords in your work experience, not more towards your designation. Like many people mention founder, chairman, director. Fine. But use some keywords which is related to your service. Okay. Now if I have to search you, I will not search founder.
Right.
I
You
will
will see
search
podcasters.
podcaster. Correct. So likewise, every company, every service have its own designation based keywords. Use that. So I will, as an international buyer, I will search for vendor, supplier.
Yes, sir. One more question is coming in my mind out of curiosity. Like Instagrammers say I have 1 million followers. YouTubers say I have a 2 million followers. But a LinkedIn content creator say I have only 50,000 followers. Who is the best?
So the platform wise, it's more connection driven. Okay, LinkedIn is a connection driven platform and Instagram is more towards consumer driven platform. Okay, so as I said, D2C, mainly D2C, I have to produce volumes because I also done the mistake of hiring an influencer and spreading my words. Nothing happened.
Right.
Okay, but it is more towards connection driven in LinkedIn, where it more towards conversation oriented. How many people you are engaging, that matters a lot. Even though if you have 50,000 connections, if you engage with only 50 people, your connections are only 50 people.
Right.
Okay, so that's what I'm repeatedly saying. It's a business networking platform virtually. Okay, but all other medias are social media platform. So the rules and game are completely different. Where I would suggest you to engage with your potential customers, whatever the possibilities to engage. See, LinkedIn itself is providing you the opportunity to network. They are announcing the anniversary, birthdays. Okay, I got new certifications. These are all opportunity for you to engage. Okay, so that you showcase your profile. Because the moment you comment, your designation is getting popped up.
Right.
Okay, now the trick I will say you, go to your competitor and start commenting.
Wow. We'll start doing it. Thank you so much, sir, for coming in this podcast. And in this podcast, I will start one thing. So from you, do you have phone?
Yeah. Yeah, it's there.
So first recommendation from your side to Abhishek Vyas.
Yeah.
I will start doing it from today. How is the podcast? How's the journey? I have learned 3 things from you today. That is the biggest learning. I was not doing. I will start doing.
Yeah.
So if I have learned something, like think my audience will love it.
Definitely. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's a gold mine, but we are not aware.
That's right.
See, the beauty, that's what I'm saying. Your customers are already searching. And
So
we are
now
not
you
visible.
can give me one recommendation from
Now I'll write a detailed one. Now I'll find your profile.
Abhishek
I'll
Vyas.
write Abhishek Vyas. Yeah, this one, na?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.